Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Minecraft. And this horse needs off my enchanting table. So I thought in this episode, we were going to spend some time looking for some dark oak, as well as on the search for coal, because we need a lot more coal for the furnaces, and quite frankly, we're running low on torches. So let's go ahead and head off in a direction and see what we can find. We've got a cave right here, and since it's close to home... Oh, I forgot to mention. I did a little bit of change to the castle. Some of you guys might be able to notice it, but the Age of Empires reference picture that I'm going for, basically the under support of the towers weren't all one level or all one continuous thing of brick. It came off in little sections. So what I did is I went ahead and removed the stairway every other block. So now it looks a little bit more like the picture, which is what I'm going for. Unfortunately, we have issues like this in which everything is not at an odd number. So I have to kind of improvise. But I think at the end of the day, it looks good. The only thing that I wasn't able to do that on was the circular tower. There was no way that I could do that and have it keep looking good. So we're just leaving the circular tower like that for the purposes of the build, which I guess makes sense because it's so different than all the other towers. I think I can get away with it. So let's go ahead and head into this cave here and see if we can find some coal. We'll have to invest some of the beginning coal for more torches, but I think we'll be in good shape. I just want to explore another cave. We could always... Oh, hello there, Enderman. I need to have a chat with you about things. First things first, let's go ahead and get one complete iron sword. Hiya! Come on. There you go. There's that ender pearl. I realize if I'm going to be looking for the nether fortress a little bit later, I need eyes of ender. So, might as well get to it. Hello there, skillet. Oh, hello. You guys are having a convention there in the corner. There's some coal. Good, good, good. So far, so good. So after we get, I guess, a stack or two of coal, we will go looking for a dark oak. Dark orc. Don't want to find any orcs in this game. A dark oak forest. And then we should be in good shape to start working on that kind of ceiling for the top of the castle. And then we can... And we might as well grab some cobble. I mean, if we get cobble while we're here, that's awesome. Because we're going to need it. Some more brick for the actual floors inside. And, oh, see some down here. I don't have a bed. I just realized. Let's, is this the entrance? Oh, no, the horse is on the other side. Let's grab this coal and then head back because I do need to have a bed to set my spawn just so night can pass by uneventfully. And I think the entrance was this way? Maybe not. I hear you, zombie. Got 8, 32, that'll do. Nicely for our purposes. Well, I'm not that worried. It's not like the zombies are going to tear apart my horse or anything, which I am very, very thankful that the zombies do not attack the animals in this game. I know that we were near an area with dogs, but that was a spruce forest, if I don't miss my guess. I would like to have dogs and cats in the castle, because, well, dogs and cats were used. Dogs were used for hunting, and cats were used to take care of the mice problem in medieval castles, so I think that would be very good. And this keeps on going down. Excellent. Oh, man, I had a busy day. Or actually, a busy last couple of days. we have a company that comes in and takes care of our front and back. We don't have a lawnmower. So just to take some ease off of both me and the missus, we have a company come in and do it for us. Well, that company hasn't shown up for the last month and a half, maybe 2 months. And we got something in the mail saying that they have serviced our yard when they obviously haven't, and they were charging for us and already threatening legal action. So that was a bit surprising, considering the fact that the time that they billed us for was when we actually had got a guy who was down on his luck to come by and mow our lawn for more money than we pay the lawn service. But the lawn service was saying that they did it and was charging us money. So that's something that we're going to have to deal with, which I hate dealing with stuff like that. It doesn't happen a whole often, thank God. But when it does, it certainly makes up for the time that it's not there. It's a quality of bad vibes, not the quantity. Let's go ahead and use the granite pillar up here. Ack. Ooh, starting to get dark. Or if it's not already just flat out dark. Yep. Zombies should be any time now. Come on, let's go. Get to the bed before unpleasantness rears its ugly head. Probably inside the castle, too. I've got at least the floors lit up, but that doesn't guarantee anything. Alright. And you may notice that I can ride the horse now without any lag or issues. I think when I found the proper way to fix my recording issues, it fixed that as well. So that's awesome. And we've got, oh, we already have a full stack of coal. That is excellent. Well, let's go ahead and just leave that cave alone then. And, well, there's at least one zombie. He held on for a little bit. Let us find that dark oak forest then. And then we might come back and explore this cave. Because there's this system underneath this castle in this extreme hills biome is massive. Now I know this is close by. I remember seeing it. Just don't remember where. And the thing that I have, I screenshotted the place where the dogs were. I did not screenshot where the dark oak forest was because I didn't think I'd need it. But we'll find one eventually. No worries. I think this is the direction that we went when I went on my mighty, Oop! Sorry, horsey. Forgot that you cannot jump worth anything. When we went on our reed expedition. There you go. Ah, there we are. It's right up this hill. We're going to go ahead and get quite a bit of it. I have a... Well, oh, we have some cobble for some axes. That's good. So let's wade through here. So, I finished Arkham Knight last night, actually. And that ending, man. That is certainly a controversial ending. I see where they were going with it, though. Makes perfect sense. But I'm sure a lot of, like, casual Batman fans will kind of be scratching their heads going, But if you've read the comic books, and now don't get me, I'm not giving you any spoilers. I'm just kind of off in my own little world here. But I remember when Batman got himself a yellow power ring, and briefly kind of became an unofficial member of the Sinestro Corps. Which, for those of you who do not know anything about Green Lantern, shame on you. But the Sinestro Corps have yellow rings, while the Green Lantern Corps have green rings, obviously. And while the Green Lanterns represent willpower, the Yellow Lanterns represent fear. And, well, Batman is a very fear-based persona, at least when it comes to your general run-of-the-mill thug or some certain supervillains. So he got himself a yellow ring briefly. And it makes sense because there was another Batman character who got himself a yellow ring at one point, and that was Dr. Jonathan Crane. And he loved that thing. And he has a bone to pick with Lex Luthor in the comics because Lex Luthor got himself an orange ring. This was a huge ring war storyline. This is the Black Lantern Corps. And basically, Lex Luthor had an orange ring, and the orange ring belonged to only one member. Normally, the Corps contain hundreds and hundreds of lanterns, but the Orange Corps is normally one person, and his name was Larfreeze. And then Lex Luthor took his ring, because who better to have the orange ring, which represents greed and avarice, than Lex Luthor. But he wanted everyone's rings when he got that much power, and he took Dr. Oop, thought I heard a sizzle of a creeper about to blow up. And Crane took exception to that. I don't know what happened in the comics, but I'm sure that might be something that is continued. Actually, it may not have because of the New 52. Now, that's something that kind of rubs me the wrong way. I am not a big fan of the New 52 at all. And I tried to be a fan of it. And let's see, let's get one piece of wood. We already got a full stack. Just going to do a little bit of shopping. I didn't grab the bed. Oh, goodness. I didn't grab the bed, but I do have a workbench here, so I don't have to... Oh, well. No worries. Grab some sticks here. Don't have any iron, but a stone axe will do me nicely. But yeah, the New 52 stuff, I think it changes some of the characters exponentially. It changes them too much. I understand you're kind of wanting to shake things up a bit, but I think what they're doing with some of the characterization goes against the very nature of what the character was meant to be. And that's just kind of my opinion. Also, I'm pretty big on terms of the creators having complete and utter right over that character and what happens to that character to a point. That's one of the things, and, well, I can go ahead and soapbox about this for a sec. You've been hearing, probably, if you're into the geek culture, the whole premise of making characters multiracial. Or, retconning traditional superheroes so that they're different races. They've done that kind of with Miles Morales, who is the current Spider-Man. I believe he is half Latino and half black. I'm not sure. Just please correct me if I'm wrong on that. But there's a lot of people that wanted him to be the Spider-Man in the Civil War storyline. Apparently, quite a sizable amount of people wanted that. The thing about it is if you've read the Civil War storyline, it's Peter Parker, and the story, the stuff that Peter has to go through, that makes more sense for Peter to go through than Miles Morales, because Miles Morales has just started as It ends up for Civil War, for those who haven't seen it. Oh, apples. Peter Parker basically reveals his identity to the entire world, and it's a big deal because he's been Spider-Man for so long. And that's kind of the... Oh, where is my horse? I think we have enough to get out of here. Now we just have to find my noble steed. The thing with Miles Morales, though, is Miles Morales has not been Spider-Man for long, and I don't think that... There you are. It wouldn't have as much impact as it would with Peter Parker. And like I said, the people who wrote Civil War, that was made with Peter Parker in mind. And the stuff that he had to go through, because Peter Parker, at that point, I believe he was married to Mary Jane. I don't know if this is before the One More Day storyline, where he kind of has everything forgotten or reverted back to where it was. But he had a lot to lose. And Miles, I don't think he has that much mileage, to use the pun, to have that storyline really mean anything. So I think Peter Parker is the way to go. And also that Peter Parker is a lot older than the one that they have cast now. They got a young little English guy to play him. So I guess they're going more the Ultimate Spider-Man. But I think it's just like even some people were actually wanting, hey, Peter Parker should be, black or Latino or whatever. And Stan Lee was just like, no, I wrote him as being this character. And it's one of those things I've noticed they've been doing that with a lot of people, a lot of characters. They're wanting them to be completely retconned and change their race so the comics can be more racially equal. And I do understand that, but I don't think you should change established characters because the artists, the creators, had them written a certain way for a reason. And I was like, all that energy to retcon these people could be used to make brand new characters. I was like, I would love to see brand new female characters and brand new black characters, and I would like to see black comic book characters without black in the title of their persona, like Black Panther and Black Vulcan and all that. The Falcon's one of the few that pop right into my head, and Bishop. Those are really cool characters, and I would love to see more of those in comic books. Luke Cage, who just goes by his real name. I think some of those, I think people's efforts should be more in tune to making brand new characters. And a lot of people are like, well, we tried that and it doesn't work out. Well, the thing about it is you're not throwing as much attention towards them as you're doing some of your big properties. You should go ahead and do that. Like, make a comic book and give it as much rotation and as much hype as anything else. Put those characters in the movies along with your classic. It's kind of like, I guess, in pro wrestling, and this is a weird analogy, but just bear with me. When you have a new up-and-coming star, one of the best ways to get them over with the crowd is put them with an established talent. For those of you who don't really watch wrestling, like, if you get a brand new wrestler, putting them together as like a friend or ally of Hulk Hogan, because that's probably one of the most recognizable professional wrestling names, and have him all of a sudden become crucial to Hulk, or a villain too. You can make some really interesting villains that way. That gets them established. That gives them credibility right off the bat. So you need to have these characters that show up and they become crucial to Captain America. They become crucial to Thor. And don't, show that they have weakness. Don't make them unbeatable right off the bat, but make these complex characters that are dealing with these complex social issues that these people want to bring to light with these characters. But that's pretty much my opinion on it. I was like, I'd much rather see brand new comic book characters in in the comics and in the movies and TV, to be quite honest, instead of seeing these characters, classic characters, retcon, because I think it's disrespectful to the creators who wrote them a certain way, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, there we go. Out of off the soapbox. Now we're here on the roof, and we've got plenty of dark oak slabs. So let's start experimenting here. And we'll use this hunk of granite as the base. We're going to start out. I like that. That is a lot darker than the spruce, I believe. Yeah, let's go ahead and just go with this. I think it looks good. And I've seen some people try this project on Minecraft before, and they usually used glass for this top, but that just doesn't seem realistic to me. Because this is supposed to be a castle, it's a fortified structure, and the second that a catapult rock came in, hit that glass, game over, man. At least for all the people underneath it. So this was 13 blocks across, if I recall. So we need to get this was 11 blocks across. So we have this one like so. Let's go ahead and recount it just to make sure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we do in fact have this. So what we can do is we will set one more here. And this will be the top of one of the roofs. And it's about the size of the battlements. It's a little bit tall, but I think we can get away with it. We will set this down like so. Now, we're going to have to put just plain blocks or something on this. I guess just plain planks will work. Plain planks. But let's do 1, 2... Actually, no, we just need the 1, don't we? Now, this is where Shift becomes our best and truest friend. Shift will never abandon us. And if it does, it'll be a long drop to the bottom. And this will look pretty cool. I don't know how this will go in terms of the rooms, but it should be interesting. Maybe 2 long rooms here, and with the secondary rooms underneath the towers. I don't know. Lots of different directions to take it, though. Alright. Now, speaking of... I'm actually kind of glad that they were able to get Spider-Man for the Civil War movie and for future Marvel projects. I know Marvel is desperately trying to do the same with X-Men, because Fox has pretty much held X-Men hostage, and rightfully so. Or maybe not rightfully, but understandably so, because that's so much of a crucial cash cow to 20th Century Fox right now. Since they lost Star Wars and all that other such. And they're probably going to be kicking themselves when the new Star Wars movie comes out. Oh, someone's at the door. One sec. Yay! The new lawn guy's here. And he is already doing an awesome job. So that's good. That's one last thing I have to worry about. When I go to my backyard, I don't have to go through the forest primeval, which was starting to get a tad dicey. I was afraid that something was going to jump out and attack me, kind of like the Shere Khan in the Jungle Book. It's starting to get dark. Let's go ahead and... Well, no, this is lit up fine. We don't have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and keep on keeping on. Ah! So, if you can hear his mower in the background, I apologize. It's just we really need our lawn mowed, and I just haven't had the time to go by Home Depot or Lowe's to get a decent mower. We wouldn't have room in our garage anyway. This is actually going to look pretty good, I think. Let's get some more planks. And actually, let's go ahead and put a work. Probably should just put the bed and whatnot up here, or multiple. I know we're definitely going to have multiple beds all over the castle. 36. That should be enough for our purposes. And it's going to be a pretty good little fortress when we're done. It better be, considering how much work I've put into it. Now I'm going to have to get make a derp tower to see how this finally looks like, or what this will look like when we are done. So, and look at my guide picture and hope that everything is decent or kosher or however you want to say it. And then, ooh, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm expecting like a creeper just to show up suddenly, and just going to hear that little padding and that sizzle, and I will cry. There we go. Now we got to do one more layer here, and then in the middle, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. But I think that'll be, I think just another layer of wood would be fine. I'm guessing. Well, we're going to have to put a ceiling on here anyway, so let's just get some more planks, and then we will, that should give us there we go. That should, yeah, that'll be fine for the roof. And then we should be fine, in good shape. And this will actually close all of this off. Well, we could put some, no. I was thinking maybe we could actually just put some of the actual wood itself, the dark oak wood, in trunk form on here, but I don't think that would look particularly good. We may have it as foundations for this roof, lay them along here, but we need to, actually, that is a really good idea. Let's do that. Let's chop all this down, and we will have, at least, this will be like the primary beam, and all that stuff will drop down to the bottom. That's okay. Life goes on. But yeah, this will look really good, I think. And make sure it's like that. And this is the dark wood? Yeah. It's strange! Woo! Holy crap. Well, that could have been disastrous. I'm glad it wasn't. Hello, creeper. That would have been disastrous. Come on. Die, die, die. Thank you. Sleep before any more nasties show up. I heard the pitter-patter of little feet. Now, let's go ahead and finish this up. That's good to know. I can drop there and from the very top of the roof and not die. I'm really glad I did not drop from a tower. That would have been a tragedy. And I get one. I already know I lose one heart whenever I drop down from that height. So let's get back up here, finish this up, make the derp tower, and then we should call this an episode. And this will be the outer. And I still have a few. Went too far. I still have a few things I need to do, but not nearly. They aren't that bad. Now it's weird that it looks like the regular oak. I guess I can live with that though. And bam. And that'll be like the foundation strut for the roof. Oh, forgot about that. Well, that'll be like one of the little cosmetic things. Let's head back down here and see what this looks like. Got to get a decent view. The little hole we've made here. And up here I think will work. This is kind of the angle that you see it in the game in Age of Empires 2. So up we go. Higher and higher. I'm just wanting to see the roof. And this is insta-death if we fall. And yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work out fine. It's not as dark and a little bit high, but I think for the purposes, since this is just a tribute, looks pretty sweet. Alright guys, well I will go ahead and end the episode here on my derp tower, taking a look at this. But if you liked the video, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.